Episode 11 of HGC starts off pretty hot, where we have Eric Tyler kind of setting a challenge for Sam Strong to face Paul Steadyfast next week. So we're gonna get in back-to-back weeks of Sam Strong. It's to continue the Untouchable storyline as well as just to get Sam Strong a reason to have the main event. Following that, Flapjack Flanagan lost to Mr. Lucha last week. He said he cheated. His mask had special powder on it. I'll face any luchador right now and beat them from side to side, up and down. And he loses to Dark Eagle. So we use Flapjack to get Liberty over. We're now going to use him to get the cruiserweights over. And this also has like long-term cruiserweight title effects where I'm going to make Flapjack lose 50 pounds and then fight. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have Flapjack pair up with like a heel cruiserweight to take on the rest. I think it's just a natural way to continue the cruiserweights. Dark Eagle is a babyface, so is Mr. Lucha, so is Golden Fox, so is Electrico. Ramon Pez was the only heel luchador, but I just let him go. He was causing annoyance backstage. It just felt like the right thing to do. And, there's always other people to find that are more developed and better anyway. So, following that, we have the Untouchables picking up another win, this time over War Eagles. Robert Oxford is now recognizable going into this match. So, after this match, he should be pretty solid to use as I need to. Um, Yeah, and to be honest, this could be our pairing for the tag tourney that gets announced tonight. Jeb Langley cuts a promo backstage. He's like, I don't know what I did to make, the 1% so mad. I was just admiring their bikes and told a couple silly jokes. Kind of playing dumb to him being like annoying to him. So I feel like that's a good way to get over his like character of being aloof a little bit and also continue this little bit of an angle going forward. Speaking of tag teams, Professor Nero cuts a hell of a promo announcing the Demons of Rage will be the first contestants of the tag team tourney. The tag team tourney is either going to be 4 teams or 8. I haven't really decided. And same with the international title. That's going to be a tournament. And then other titles will be figured out, like Cruiserweight and Hardcore will be figured out separately. But the international, I'm thinking 16 people. But I feel like that might be too much. So I think I might go 8 international, 4 on the tag team. That way I can spread them out a little bit, give each match a little bit of build. The tag scene's pretty good with the Vessies, Demons, Flames, and now the Untouchables are getting over. They originally weren't going to be the fourth team, but I feel like it has to be them now. And then where's Eric Tyler fit in the mix? Like, who of the Untouchables, since we don't have any obvious chemistry so far. But yeah, the Demons are the first people to announce during the tag tourneys. Following that, we have BLZ-Bub attack Whistler, where Damian Carville reveals that he paid off Travis Entry to beat down Whistler. This is to set up a match next week with Whistler losing to BLZ-Bub to get BLZ-Bub the rub again and prolong that Dusty Streets return just a little bit longer. Not only it prolongs the Dusty Streets return, but it also gives BLZ-Bub the win over Whistler, which we'll do, and it gives Damian Carville, that's just another heel thing to do, like pay someone else to do the work for him kind of thing. So I'm pretty happy with that. So Romeo Heartthrob, it's not with Liberty. It's like not even to Liberty, but it's about their feud that's going to develop from here. He says it's injustice that he can't be the first champion. He's heartbroken over it. Dramatic, just overly dramatic. Then we go to Charlie Homicide picking up a win over Jason Jackson. Charlie Homicide is like our hardcore division, just him. So we'll see how we can introduce other people and add more people to that. Solid match. Nothing of real note there. Then, in our semi-main event, we have Cowboy and Liberty. If you remember, Black Serpent called, said, Cowboy, find a partner's not same strong to beat us, and we're more than happy to face you. We have Cowboy, Ricky Dale, and Liberty, who have excellent chemistry teaming together, so, oh man, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry if I exhaled there and it was loud, but I don't know if I should add them to the tag title scene. Maybe maybe. But they pick up a win over Black Serpent Cult, who are never going to be in tag title scene. To be honest, they're going to be gone pretty quickly. I mean, maybe I sign them for a little bit longer just to job them out, but yeah, they're pretty much getting beat out. And then in our main event match, we have Jack Bruce versus RP Jr. RP Jr. defeats Jack Bruce. It's okay. I'm nothing to brag about this match. Just a means of like a way to continue Jack Bruce being obnoxious and interrupting RP Jr. You get it. Following that in our main event, actual main event to conclude the show, we just had Sam Strong and Chord in a face-to-face promo. There's no fighting, none of that. Just not respectful, but like kind of going over their history and hyping that up as we go towards building that feud a little bit more. If you see there, 150,000 of that goes to Sam Strong. Good for him. We don't go up any in popularity, but that's fine. I feel like next week we will, as we'll have Sam Strong versus Paul Steadyfast. Um, the Knight Rider had a character idea. I kid you not. That was near certainty. 3 weeks in a row. He is just like meant to stay in my roster forever. Dick the Devastator was going to be in the Battle Royal, but he signed too late, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him now. All right, we're pretty much on Tommy Cornell watch here to see if they show up with him at all on the main show, and then if there's anything with the pay-per-views we can go over. I forgot to go over their pay-per-view recently. Let's see here. Okay, their second pay-per-view was Tommy in it. I don't see his name. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really need to cover the B shows too much, but let's look at Tommy. So the reason I'm watching for his popularity and stuff is his contract's up in July. So he does like jump ship in like Seaverse lore to HGC, but depending on kind of what kind of deal they offer him, I might just let him resign and then bring him in later. Let them do the dirty work. So I'm building up so many people from that 19 popularity to that 40. Once you get to 40, it's easy because it just goes from there. But you got to get the people to 40 first, and that's what we're kind of struggling with. Not struggling, but like that's the what we're dealing with. As I'm pretty happy with everything. The only two people of note that like got big wins were Dark Eagle and what's his name, the Untouchables. So let's take a look at their popularities quickly. So Robert Oxford went up in 10 in 2 weeks. I'm pretty happy with that. What about Joel? Joel, on the other hand, is like struggling a little bit. Well, I guess he went up 9, but like not as much as I would have want. But that's fine. I was really wanting to get Robert Oxford up there so he can be that mid card heel who can be ready to lose, win, whatever. Yeah. So we're gonna kind of cut it there. This episode is like the very beginning of our feuds for Total Mayhem. We have the main event. We know there's a tag title. The international title will be revealed next week, like the tournament. I got to figure out how I want to do the hardcore title. The cruiserweight title, got to figure out. We got to find whatever cruiserweight we're going to pair with Flapjack to be like the heel cruiserweight for him. That's going to, be like part of that pair. And yeah, we got Sam Strong versus Paul Steadyfast next week, so it should be a good main event, good show. We're growing popularity each show and growing attendance. That's all I could really want. Finances, we did lose a little bit more money, but with me changing Sam Strong's, oh my God, he has more morale issues. This guy is just never happy. Oh boy, what now? Annoy the chief enforcers. I think he's just being miserable, so just another maybe 25,000. Just do 25, 1, 2, 3. Yep, still nothing. So considering how important he is to my locker, I'm like, I need to keep him happy or irritated. What the heck? Oh my lord. So I guess he just wants money at all times. Charlie, I don't know why you're unhappy. I don't really care. Head of talent relations. I guess there must have been a backstage thing that happened. But my guy has like not great. I don't know. This is backstage dynamics, you know? All right, Eric Towers happy. Cool with that. Let's go ahead and give Monty a surgery. Dang. Wow. That he went from 300 something days to 3 months. Wow. That's cool. I didn't really have plans for him other than maybe he would have been hardcore, like the face side of it, but whatever. But yeah, all right. I'll let you guys go. Thank you for watching.